So I think what we're really focusing on this year is planning and setting the governance. I think, Doug mentioned it a lot. You can do the lift and shift, but it only takes you that far. I think in the Navy we've realized that we can do the lift and shift, so let's start tackling a little bit of the bigger problems. So looking at the governance, looking at the security boundaries and how we can help enable the different cloud brokers to get in there and solve some of those problems with the cloud native CAP, cloud native boundary defense, cloud native tools that will help us with identity access management, and stop trying to solve those problems as independent islands or independent agents or groups, and try and look at that as a larger enterprise effort. And I think that if we can do that in this, what we're calling our bridge year, I think that this is going to help with that cloud enablement. Because I think some of the things that we have to understand or we need to be more realistic about is the fact that the POM cycles are going to drive a lot of our cloud native applications.
Sure. And POM, for the audience that may not know what that term is, but as far as it's your budget formulation process for DoD, right?
The 2-year cycle, and you're looking at when you start to drive some of these requirements, you're really at this point trying to I don't want to say throw a dart, but you're really trying to throw a dart of where you think you're going to be in 2 years to help these applications and help these larger systems pick how they can insert that technology into the cloud. And I think if we can get this governance, security, and some of the on-ramp and some of the identity access management, it will help those larger programs like the EPSs, the shipyards, and some of the ERP systems get into a better cloud state.
And so you're doing sort of this interim, pre-Jedi or whatever, sort of plays out there. It sounds like you're doing some lift and shift, positioning yourself for, a full cloud enablement type capability.
We're going to continue to do the lift and shift. We've done about 40 applications already. We've got another 22 on tap, and that's really limited by our current contract effort. That the lift and shift will continue, but I think that with Secretary Gertz coming down and saying that our 5-year goal is now a 3-year goal, we really have to look at how we're going to be a little bit more aggressive on moving those workloads in. And the panelists talked about it today, is you really have to set those standards, you really have to set those baselines first to get the mass adoption there. So what we're kind of hoping is that everything is coming together, looking at the finance, making the right financial decisions, and making people think about their cloud first, and then looking at the baseline and the security, how we can help those applications.
Fantastic.